Oh, hi kiddos. Last one from functions, composite functions. So let's dive right in. I've got if f of x is 2x plus 1 and g of x is 3x plus 1, we want to determine f of gx. So what I like to do is add brackets here. Okay, so if we're any familiar with function notation, which we should be if we watch the previous two clips, we know that whatever is in the bracket here, in this case it happens to be g of x, needs to be substituted in the f of x function. Okay, so I know g of x is 3x plus 1. So in the f of x function here, wherever I see x, I'm actually going to say g of x, which is 3x plus 1. So 3x plus 1. Let's see what I get. So f of gx, let me do my brackets. So I've got 2, and then I've got an x. So instead of x, I'm going to say whatever g of x is, which is 3x plus 1 in this case, 3x plus 1. And then I have to add the 1. I expand the bracket. So that's going to be 6x plus 2. And then I have to add this one here. And if I simplify that, I'm going to get 6x plus 3. And that's the final answer. Now you guys try B, C, and question number 2, and check your answers in a second. All right? And we're back. So I did these earlier. So for part B, I got that g of fx is 6x plus 4. F of fx is 4x plus 3. And for question number 2, I got f of gx equals to x squared only, because everything else cancelled out. Right, so let's look at question number 3. It says if f of x equals to x plus k and g of x equals to x squared. It's also saying that g of f is 3 is equal to 16. I want to find the possible values of k. So what this bit here is telling me is that if I substitute the answer I get to when I do f of 3, so I have to calculate f of 3 here, into g of x, I should get 16. So I'm going to start by working out f of 3. So f of 3, whenever I see x in f, I put 3. So I'm going to go 3 plus k. And now it's telling me, well, you should go and substitute that into your g of x. So I'm going to go do that. So I see an x squared here. I should take out the x squared and put f of 3, which is this. So that's going to be 3 plus k squared. And it's telling me if you do all that, you're going to get 16. So let's expand the brackets. You're going to see it's a quadratic, hopefully. So we should bring everything to one side and solve. Now let's check it out. So if we expand this, we're going to get k squared, yeah, plus 6k plus 9 equals to 16. But if I take away 16 on both sides, I'm going to get something like this. So that's going to equal to 0. And then I've got k squared plus 6k minus 7, maybe, equals to 0. So let's open some brackets, factorize. Two numbers that times to give me minus 7 and add to give me 6. The only ones I can think of is 7 and 1. So because the 6 is positive, I have to have a positive 7 and a negative 1. So this means k can either be minus 7 or k can be positive 1. And we're done. Okay? And there's a hint in here where it says possible values. All right. I want you guys to pause me, try number 4. And let's check it out. So for number 4, I got that k equals to 9. Okay, let's have a look at number 5 together. So this is letting f of x equals to x plus 1, g of x equals to x squared plus 1. Find if g of fx is equal to 17, determine the possible values of x. So this is telling me if I substitute f of x into g of x, I'm going to get 17. So I'm going to start by doing that. So remember, wherever I see x in g of x, I'm going to put f of x instead. And that is x plus 1, obviously brackets. So let me do that. And g of x starts with x squared. So I should put f of x, which is x plus 1. I should square it. And then I just have to add 1. It's telling me if I do this whole calculation, I'm going to get 17. So I'll make it equal to 17. I expand these brackets and I get x squared plus 2x plus 1 plus another 1. And then I have to make it equal to 0 because it's a quadratic. So I take away 17 on both sides, make it equal to 0. If I simplify that, I'm going to get x squared plus 2x minus 15 maybe equals to 0. I factorize. So 2 numbers that times to give me minus 15 add to give me 2. So it has to be x plus 5x minus 3. So x equals minus 5, x equals to positive 3. So these are my possible values. Now I want you guys to pause me, please, and try number 6. And the answer I got to number 6, I got x is equal to positive 2. And x is equal to negative 1. There you go. Right, last one in functions. I'll see what else I've got time for today. If not, hopefully tomorrow Mr. H will join us for some more stuff. All right, happy revision. Bye.